Hello Internet, and welcome to another episode of Bazzle Stadium Live. I'm just getting into the game here, as you can see. We're connected to the Internet, and we're going to be doing more games with the Magic Forest team, as you will see before you in just a second. So yeah, if you haven't watched Mondays and Wednesdays videos, then yeah, go ahead and watch them, because they were fantastic. You know, they were really pretty good. They were a lot of fun. Let's see if we can carry it on. Basically, let's see if we'll get some better games. Forest Curse, I think, is the only real trick on this team that I've not shown off yet. I really want to do it. Like, it is, like, overall a very basic, hard Trick Room team, so, it is quite easy to take apart, I suppose. The Indeedee Hatterene lead, which I don't always lead, but that lead is something that people obviously will have prepared for and will know what to do against. So I am always wary leading with those two. Yeah, we'll see what happens. I mean, it's just a bit of fun, isn't it? I mean, it looks like we're struggling to find someone, strangely enough. Hello, Battle Stadium. Hello, people around the world. And hopefully we'll get a game very soon. So yeah, I mean, it's not the most solid team, obviously. Both of my Trick Room setters are weak to Ghost, which means I'm a bit weak to maybe like other Marowak and what else is a Ghost? Dragapult, stuff like that, I suppose. The team does rely quite heavily on Trick Room as well too, being a hard Trick Room team. But yeah, I mean, that's just inherent on like teams like this, I guess. But he's got a Sableye. This is going to be a little bit annoying if he can get that in grassy terrain, just because he can quash things. How is this going to go? I think Indeedee is probably the better lead here. I don't think I really need to lead with Lifeless, but just because I'm at threat of being parting shotted out through his Incineroar. Otherwise. And I do want Indeedee for the Psychic Terrain for his Sableye as well, I guess. So, Hatterene and Indeedee is the lead. Or is it? Yes, it is. It is the lead. And, and then, I mean, Escavalier is tempting here, but we need the Marowak because we need ways to hit that. The Corviknight. Trevenant, like, I'm not convinced on Trevenant in this game, but Escavalier I'm not really convinced on either. Oh, this is tough, actually. I'm going to go with Trevenant. I might regret that because I might be lacking ways to touch the Togekiss. But Trevenant can do a lot of business itself as well too. It is my other Trick Room setter on the team, but it's holding a Life Orb. So, Wood Hammer, a lot of damage. Poltergeist, a lot of damage. It can threaten a lot of damage. I like Trick Room setters that can do damage themselves. So yeah, Sableye Incineroar. Kind of expected, although we're at threat now of he could swap his Sableye out into Rillaboom and fake out my Hatterene. And then the next turn he could fake out with his Rillaboom and Parting Shot. That's the worry. But I'm just going to make the straight obvious moves. Trick Room, follow me. Simple. Here's the Rillaboom. I bet it's the Rillaboom. It will be. Yeah, okay, so like this is the thing, like if you make the call they're going to do something, they're just not going to do it, are they? And then you look silly for making that overextension and making the call. But, yeah, okay. And now he can fake out with his Rillaboom, Parting Shot into my... Parting Shot into my Hatterene as well. So how do we want to play this? Is he going to Parting Shot? Maybe he doesn't. If he does Parting Shot, it'll Parting Shot me into Trevenant, and then I'll get Trick Room up with Trevenant, I guess, won't it? So I'm just going to go for the straightforward move again. Yeah, Fake Out again. And Parting Shot, probably. Yeah, there it is, okay. I don't mind that, because it weakens his Incineroar. You know, puts his Incineroar at -1 attack, which means it's threatening my Trevenant a little bit less. And because it's in right now, it can't intimidate me instantly as well too. So this isn't too bad. Although I am wondering if a combination of Assault Vest and Piggy Berry. I'm interested in the possibility of him going for like a Flare Blitz and knockoff into my Trevenant. That probably would knock it out. But would he just do that in the face of an Indeedee? Do I this turn make the call, because I am Trick Rooming, do I this turn make the call that is not going to do that? Yeah, let's. See, now if he just doubles into the Trevenant here, then that would be pretty annoying. But at least withdrawing the Indeedee means that I can get the Psychic Terrain up again for the Sableye, for the Rillaboom in the future. Oh, he's Dynamaxing one of them. This is not good. I should have just gone for a Follow Me then. It's a very big Rillaboom. Unless he's going for the Drum Solo into the Indeedee. Not. Trevenant doesn't survive that. Oh, well, that's not good. That is not good. That is definitely not good. If I just gone for the Follow Me there, yeah, Flare Blitz at -1 would not have knocked out my Trevenant. I don't believe, because it's Figgy Berry, it's not, you know, boosting item or anything like that. That's quite unfortunate. That is. Okay. So, how can we do this? The game isn't over. Like, everything has gone wrong for us so far. Like, I knew what was going to happen as well. But I just thought, with the threat of Indeedee going for a Follow Me there, I just didn't think he was going to, you know, do that. But I guess he did, didn't he? So, okay, Hatterene's going to come in. And this threatens him to either go for the Drum Beating into the Hatterene to knock it out, or the Parting Shot into the Hatterene to deny my Trick Room. Either way, I'm going to swap Hatterene straight back into the Indeedee and Dynamax my Marowak for a Max Flare into his Rillaboom. Because let's say he just goes for a Max Darkness into the Marowak, which he could do very, very well because the Parting Shot covers the Trick Room. I should survive with my Dynamax big ghost thing, and the Parting Shot into the Indeedee isn't going to be the worst thing, because yeah, I mean he will get a free switch into something, won't he? But into the Sableye? No, why would he want Sableye? I mean, at least he has got a Sableye in the back, which isn't the most threatening Pokemon. So this is going to be a very sticky game. And this is going to do a lot of damage as Max Darkness to Marowak as well, assuming it is. It could just be a Drum Beating, yeah, a Drum Solo into the Hatterene. Which, yeah, and Indeedee even survives that. That's nice. This Indeedee is a very, very, very bulky Indeedee. And he didn't go for the Parting Shot, which is fantastic, because that means his Incineroar is stuck in here, for this turn at least, at -1 again. And I'm down to my last 2 Pokemon, which is never normally a good thing, but it means that he can't Parting Shot me out. The Psychic Terrain is up, so he can't Quash or you know, do Taunt or whatever with the Sableye, even though I've got Magic Bounce. So we're not in the worst case scenario. It just depends on what his last Pokemon is. Okay, he's bringing in the Sableye again. Interesting. Maybe he's got Foul Play and wants to do some damage. But he's lost his Gigantamax. I've still got 2 more turns of mine. I am going to go for the Trick Room because I can now. And Marowak, well, what is the worst case scenario? The Dracozolt is the only one that can take a fire attack comfortably. I think the Incineroar is going to parting shot into my Marowak here, and I can't do anything to stop that. So I am just going to go for the Max Flare into the Sableye, because if it isn't a Focus Sash, the sun is up, and oh, okay. Please parting shot then into not Dracozolt. Oh, okay. That's not how I expected the turn to go, but because he did parting shot himself a few turns back, that's not the worst case scenario for us, but now we are dealing with ally switch shenanigans, which no one ever wants to deal with, and we've done just enough damage for the Incineroar to get its berry there as well too. Although, yeah, maybe not win, maybe we are not in ally switch shenanigans, because if the Sableye doesn't have a Focus Sash, Dazzling Gleam might one-shot it. So we could Dazzling Gleam, one-shot, and then take out the Incineroar from there as well. But would there be a safer way to do this? I don't think so. I think we've got to go for this, haven't we? And I am going to Max Flare into the Incineroar again. Just because if he swaps that into... Because I'm thinking, like, if I go for a Max Quake there, I'm in Psychic Terrain, buddy. If he goes for a... yeah, if he swaps that into the Corviknight, me thinking that, oh, okay, Dazzling Gleam doesn't knock out... Whoops. Doesn't knock out. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. This Max Flare is going to knock out the Incineroar. But now we do need to worry about what's got in the back. Yeah, I was thinking I was going to go for a Max Quake there, you know, just for a nice special defense boost and everything. But if he swapped Corviknight or Togekiss, I think he's got both those, in on that, then that would have been a waste of a turn. But yeah, okay, game isn't over. But I think the game is over actually, isn't it? Because we've still got Psychic Terrain up since we did bring in DD in later in the game. Dazzling Gleam will now knock out the Sableye, so I don't need to worry about ally switch, and I can just go for Boomerang is base 100, double to 200 because it's super effective. Poltergeist is 110. Yeah, with Stab that's an extra 55 on it, so 165. Boomerang, and they're both the same accuracy as well too, so Boomerang is the better option here. So yeah, I'm just gonna push the attacks, and this should be the game. Yeah, Dracozolt, fine. Sableye goes for a Sucker Punch, which is interesting, but Psychic Terrain is still up. And I believe I will have another turn of Trick Room, because Trick Room was delayed this game, wasn't it? Because of all of the shenanigans, all of the positioning at the beginning of the game. So, yeah, we've still got another turn of Trick Room. Interesting, yeah. Interesting game, because... Now, I could go for a Magic Powder and a Phantasm, and a Poltergeist, rather. All these ghostly words getting them mixed up, because that would definitely one-shot it, excuse me, but I need to hit a 90% accurate move anyway, so I'm just going to go for a Dazzling Gleam. The only way that this is bad is if he's actually weakness policy, and I missed the Boomerang. But yeah, and he needed to survive that as well too, but single target definitely takes it out. Nicely done, nicely done. Yeah, and that's funny, because like I called what was going to happen at the beginning of the game as well too. The Sableye swap into the Rillaboom so that he can fake out, then a fake out and a parting shot, and all that lot as well. But then, yeah, because he parting shotted himself, the Incineroar was weaker in the future, so that he didn't in the sun take out my my Hatterene. And yeah, the turn really where that did kind of fall apart for me was where I didn't go for a Follow Me. I swapped Marowak in, expecting him not to attack into the Trevenant. If I had just gone for a Follow Me there, I would have lost the Indeedee. Trevenant would have got the Trick Room up, and then we could have gone for some Forest Curse stuff, I think. So that's a bit of a shame, but you know, whatever, doesn't matter. So this guy has got Redirection and Porygon Z, which is a nasty, nasty Pokemon to come against. Because he's got the Duraludon, I need to bank on my Berry doing some work here, I think. But I have to lead with Indeedee just because if he leads with his Porygon Z, a Max Starfall obliterates everything. Pretty much. I do want Trevenant in the back, and I think I do want Marowak in the back as well too. Yeah, these are the ones I want. I want to double up on my ghosts in the back, just in case this Porygon Z does become a bit of an issue. But yeah, this is a nasty team. Porygon Z is a very, very, very threatening Pokemon. Yeah, the speed drops from Max Strike are not an issue for us, but the damage is. So we'll see what he leads. I'm expecting a Duraludon and something lead. Yeah. To be expected. Now, yeah, this is an issue, isn't it? Because if I'd led with Lipid here, I could have maybe gone for a Gigantamax and a Trick Room with Copycat. But if his Indeedee goes for Follow Me there, then that fails. That is why I said on the team preview that I need to hope that this Berry allows our Hatterene to survive this, because otherwise we're in a big problem. Otherwise we're not going to get Trick Room up, I don't think. So yeah, hopefully. And I think I should survive this unless it's Helping Hand, Indeedee, or he gets a higher roll with a Life Orb, Steel Spike. So those are very, very possible possibilities. Those are very likely possibilities. I just need to hope that we can survive this attack. Duraludon is one of the things that, yeah, he's just going to shut down his team, I suppose, if they have those... Oh, okay. If they have those... if they have all those things. But maybe this might just bring me low enough so that an Expanding Force knocks me out as well. But so it might not, actually. Okay. Okay. Scary stuff, but we should get the Trick Room up here. Yeah, okay, we've got Trick Room. There is hope in this game. Somewhat. We've taken a lot of damage. Oh, and they're just going to go for a Follow Me now, aren't they? You would think, wouldn't they? So, that's not good. Because they're going to take out the Marowak. We need the Marowak to win this game. Oh, I'm not sure this is possible still. Okay. Dazzling Gleam. Yes. But I'm going to Max Guard with my Marowak because I really need it to survive. And then the next turn, assuming he knocks out my Hatterene, he might not be knocking out my Hatterene, but if he does, next turn I'll get the Trevenant in, and Trevenant then will be the fastest thing in Trick Room. A Wood Hammer, hopefully, would knock out the Indeedee. Never know, hopefully it would. And a Max Quake then into the Duraludon will give us a special defense boost. I don't think it'll knock it out, but it'll give us a special defense boost. And give us maybe some chance of doing something. Oh, that didn't do much damage at all. Just Wormwind into the Marowak, though. Okay. Yeah, the problem is he's going for Follow Me here, isn't he? Without the Indeedee, without his redirection, I could just Magic Powder into their Duraludon and knock it out. And I have to go for a Max Flare here to have any chance of surviving, don't I? Yeah, this is not good. Yeah, I need to go for the Max Flare to knock out the Indeedee. I guess I should have targeted that into the Duraludon just in case he didn't go for the Follow Me, but yeah, he's going for the Follow Me. I mean, we are chipping down with these Dazzling Gleams, and this does mean actually, yeah, okay, this does mean that when his Duraludon is no longer Dynamaxed, a Dazzling Gleam will knock it out, and he can only knock out one of my Pokemon here. So we'll see which one he decides to take out. Okay, it's the Marowak. Fair enough. Oh, we survived. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I think it might be a good thing, but I am surprised that we take that. Okay, what's he got in the back? Rillaboom. Grassy Glide. Yeah. Okay. All right then. Yeah, you can just Grassy Glide both these Pokemon. Have we still got the Indeedee? I can't remember if we still got Indeedee or not. We have still got Indeedee. Okay. In that case. Oh, this is... there's options here. I can do things here. I think knocking out the Duraludon is my priority. So I'm going to go for a Dazzling Gleam, and I'm going to swap into my Indeedee. This stops his priority Grassy Glide. I was thinking I could... yeah, so I'm wasting my last turn of Dynamax, you know, oh well. But I was thinking maybe swapping out the Hatterene for the Indeedee, and then I could get the knockout on either of these potentially with my Marowak. But I think this is the better way of doing it, because Trevenant does better against, I think anyway, does better against his Rillaboom than the Duraludon. Okay, okay. Yeah, he kind of saw that one coming, but... we'll see. Am I going to be able to get Trick Room up again? I'm not sure. Oh, and it has got Protect on the Duraludon. That's kind of unfortunate. That is kind of unfortunate. I'm just wondering if maybe we can do something with Healing Wish now. Because we've still got, I believe we've still got one more turn of Trick Room. Yeah. And he can bring in his, yeah, he can swap his Rillaboom in for the Fake Out on my Hatterene. So I'm going to swap out Hatterene into Marowak or Trevenant. Into Trevenant, and I'm going to go for a Healing Wish here. I'm not sure this is the right move, but I'm going to do it. Just because like I could get some joy out of this redirection, but at the same time, he's got a Duraludon, so, you know, maybe not. So Incineroar's got the goggles, Weakness Policy on the Duraludon, that's interesting. But yeah, this is his Rillaboom coming in, this is the Fake Out, I presume, into my Hatterene, but they could be going for the Fake Out into Indeedee. If it is into Indeedee, then I'm not knocking myself out with the Healing Wish, I guess. Oh, okay. Maybe he's parting shotting. But whatever is doing it, it's definitely into my Trevenant, because there is no longer an Indeedee there. Oh, Snarl. Okay, that's fine. And that's even more fine. Okay. Now I've got options, because... oh dear, look at this. One of these I can bring back to life. One of these I can bring the Healing Wish back up through. He's got Duraludon. Oh, like, my intention was Hatterene from the start. He can stop Trick Room, because Flare Blitz will just knock out my Trevenant. Okay, I'm going to do it with Marowak. This wasn't my original intention. I'm going to do it with Marowak. Sounds a bit strange, that doesn't. I'm going to do it with Marowak. I'm going to bring Marowak back to life. Back to full health. And he has to prevent Trick Room, doesn't he? So he has to double into my Trevenant. So I'm going to swap the Trevenant into Hatterene here. And go for the Bone Meringue. The Bone Meringue into Incineroar. or do I go for the Flare Blitz into the Rillaboom? Because the Rillaboom has probably got knockoff, and at that point my Marowak doesn't do a whole lot of damage. Well, yeah, I'm going to go for the Bone Meringue into the Incineroar, I think. Just because my Trevenant can maybe handle the Rillaboom a little bit better. Ah, that's not good. Oh, it just knocks me out with a critical hit. Ah. Well, there we go. Okay. Oh, that's a frustrating end to the game because we could have done something there maybe. So let's just go through the scenario as it would have played out. Because that knockoff would not have knocked out my my Marowak otherwise. We was at full health thanks to all of Indeedee's wishes. Yeah, okay. So he goes for the knockoff. I lose my maybe I lose anyway because he knocks off my my Thick Club, and at that point my Bone Meringue doesn't knock out the Incineroar. So yeah, there wasn't really a whole lot I could have done there. Yeah, my original plan was to Healing Wish back into the Hatterene, but then I would have had Trevenant and Hatterene and a 4 HP Marowak. He would have probably gone for a parting shot into the Hatterene and a knockoff, I guess, into the Trevenant. But then if I went for Trick 'em with Trevenant and I would have had to have made a really hard call there. Went for the Trick Room on Trevenant, hoping for not a Flare Blitz and double up into it, and maybe a Sacrificial Swap into Marowak with the Hatterene. Then he would have, maybe parting shotted into the Duraldon in the back, would have got the Trick Room up. Like he would have still had the Grassy Glide though with the priority. So that's why Marowak. If I didn't Healing Wish the Marowak, that's why Marowak was never going to be like that much of a threat to him because he'd always just Grassy Glide it. But if I did get Trick Room up, one Dazzling Gleam would have knocked out the Duraludon, but 2 Grassy Glides would have knocked out the Hatterene. He did still have the Incineroar at quite high health as well too. I'm not sure there was any way that I really could have won that game, but at least we tried. Hey, at least we tried. But anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed watching this. This is a fun team to use, so I'm gonna, like I did the last couple of weeks, I'm gonna record some more for going into next week as well too. So for Sunday, for Tuesday, for Thursday, and for Saturday, I will do some more videos. So thanks for watching, guys, and join me next week, or at least on Sunday, for the next episode of this Magic Forest team. So thank you, and goodbye for now.